History is often said to repeat itself, but sometimes history doesn't just repeat, it returns from the very place it began in a way no one expects. Today, a powerful and unprecedented wave of protest is rising in India's northeast, aimed directly at Bangladesh. What makes this moment extraordinary is geography itself. The protests are erupting from the same region that once served as the launchpad for the birth of Bangladesh in 1971. From Assam, Tripura, and Manipur to North Bengal, people are pouring into the streets. And this is not a movement driven by one religion or one ideology. Hindu organizations are present, yes, but so are tribal communities, Christian groups, and even Muslim organizations, all united by a single concern: illegal infiltration, demographic change, and national security. This unity alone signals something deeper. This is no longer a religious issue. This is a civilizational and strategic alarm bell, and it raises a question that would have sounded unthinkable just a few years ago. Is this just public anger, or the early tremor of a geopolitical reset? Ground Zero, Assam's Barak Valley. To understand what is happening, we must begin in southern Assam, in a region called Barak Valley. On December 21st, images emerged from this region showing mass protests, burning effigies, and crowds openly defying the political status quo. What makes Barak Valley unique is its demographic reality. It is a Bengali-speaking region, long considered culturally and linguistically close to Bangladesh. For decades, this area was assumed to be sympathetic to Dhaka. That assumption has now collapsed. The very people once believed to be pro-Bangladesh are now among the angriest voices because they say they have watched their lands, forests, and livelihoods taken over by illegal migrants. Local members of parliament and state legislators warn that within just 5 years, parts of Barak Valley have seen dangerous demographic shifts. Indigenous residents are becoming minorities in their own districts. This fear is not abstract. For people living barely a few kilometers from the border, it is daily reality. The Siliguri Corridor, India's strategic jugular vein. On the same day, massive protests erupted in Siliguri, led by the Bangya Hindu Mahamanch. Their demand was blunt. The Indian government and armed forces must take decisive action against Bangladesh. To an American audience, the importance of Siliguri must be understood clearly. The Siliguri Corridor, often called the Chicken's Neck, is a narrow strip of land, less than 25 miles wide at its narrowest point, that connects India's northeastern 7 states to the rest of the country. If this corridor is disrupted or cut, over 45 million Indian citizens would be isolated, India's eastern defenses would be crippled, China and Pakistan would gain unprecedented leverage. Indian intelligence agencies have repeatedly warned that Bangladesh's intelligence service, DGFI, views this corridor as India's weakest strategic point. That is why unrest in Siliguri sends shockwaves far beyond West Bengal. Tripura, the border state on the edge. The foundation of this movement was laid earlier, on December 19th, in the state of Tripura. Tripura is uniquely vulnerable. 85% of its border touches Bangladesh. Its indigenous tribal population has already become a minority due to past migration. In New Delhi, the Tipra Mota Party and the Youth Tipra Federation staged a protest directly outside the Bangladesh High Commission. Their allegations are severe. Rohingya migrants and illegal settlers occupying forest land, fake Aadhaar cards and voter IDs being generated. Entire tribal belts slowly disappearing. Police records show that over 500 fake identity documents were seized in just 3 years. Officials admit the real number may be far higher. For local communities, this is not ideology, it is survival.